Well, hello everyone. Bo Tipton here in beautiful downtown Danville, Kentucky again. It's the weekend, Friday. Everybody's going, not everybody, but a lot of people going to be off and enjoying the weekend. A lot of the kids are getting ready to go back to school here where we live pretty soon. And so they have a lot going on. I'm busy. A lot going on. But it's still a good time. Now, I want to talk to you about something. Hello, Sandy and Ariel and Arthur and Coyote John's here and Elba. Good to have you here. Here's the thing I want to talk to you about today. A lot of times the thing that keeps us from doing things is that we stop too soon. We know there's something we want to change, and we know something we want to do. As many of you know, I have business on the internet, help people build businesses on the internet. And so we decided, okay, that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to build me a business on the internet. We go out and figure out what it is that we want to market, what we want to sell. If you have business on the internet, you're selling something, even if it is your own services, you're selling something, you decide that. And then you go out and find out how to do it. And you watch the videos and you get the training and you find out how to do it. You know what you need to do. And then you stop just a little bit short. You're like the airplane that gets on the end of the runway, has all the people in it, has all the fuel in it. The airplane's working fine. They push the throttles all the way in. The airplane starts rolling and they pull the throttle back. It doesn't take off. It's like the person that climbs up on the high diving board and walks halfway out on the diving board and stands there in the middle and wonder how come they're not diving. The thing that keeps us from moving forward is that follow through. Knowing what we need to do, understanding what we need to do, and not doing it. And here's one of the biggest excuses for doing that. And it doesn't matter whether it's about business or going back to school or, changing relationships or whatever it is, it's still all the same thing. And here's one of the biggest reasons for not doing it. This is the biggest reason for the airplane not going all the way down the runway and taking off and pulling the throttle back. Is I want to make sure I have everything right first. So I climbing up on the diving board, and you never dived before, and you get out there and you walk halfway out and you stop and say, I want to make sure that I know how to dive perfectly before I dive off, and you never dived before. And you're expecting to learn how to do it before you ever dive off the diving board without ever diving. And there we stand. Well, I know that if I do this, if I jump off this diving board, I am not going to do it perfectly. And there's people watching, what are they going to think of me? And I need to stand here until I learn how to do it perfectly before I jump off the diving board. Doesn't work. Doesn't work. So as you're going through this weekend, stop and think about, what have I said I was going to do that I know how to do? Or at least have an idea how to do it, and know if I start doing it, I'm going to get better at it, and I haven't done it. I haven't actually started. An interesting figure that I've seen many, you go on the internet, there's a whole lot of programs you can join, and there's a whole lot of softwares you can buy that helps you do things, but it's a pretty common statistic that of the people that, let's say, buy a software that will help them build a business. Oh yeah, I want this. Yeah, this is going to be great. I'm going to use it. Only about 10% of them use it. People that join a business, join a program to help them make money, only about 10% of them actually do it. Not that the other people try and can't do it. I mean, there's 10% of them that actually even try. Mm-hmm. Pretty common statistic. So, you go through this weekend, it's a good time to get ready for next week and think about what have I said I want to do, but I'm still standing on the diving board, wanting to do it perfect or wanting to make sure it's going to work or make sure I'm not going to, do a belly flop into the water before I ever do it, even though I've never done it before. One of the biggest things that keep people from trying. And, it's kind of funny. People worry about failing. Well, when they worry about failing, they don't even start, because if you don't start, you didn't fail. What if I do this and I fail? Well, if you don't start, you didn't fail. You never started. You stood up on the diving board. So there's a little food for thought for this weekend as you get ready for next week and you make plans for next week. Maybe it's time for some of those things that you said I'm going to do, and you have a pretty good idea how to do it. It's actually time to do it. Because I know this to be true. Nobody can tell me different. For things to change, we have to change what we're doing. Keep doing the same thing, keep getting the same results. Maybe time to walk out to that diving board and actually jump off. Or push the throttle to the wall on the airplane and actually let it take off. Maybe it's time. But anyway, enjoy your weekend. Good talking to you again. Hopefully I'll be back on here on Monday. I have committed myself. I say this several times, but I'm committed myself to making more live because I enjoy doing them. I like talking to you all. I like the responses. And all of you that are here, thank you for joining. And think about it this weekend. What are you standing in the middle of the diving board and not jumping off? Later. Y'all have a great weekend.